Hello, this is Chris Crawford from Home Pros Academy coming at you with another quick lesson. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to grow your business through third-party lead generators. Okay, just to start, quick caveat, this is definitely not the preferred way that I would say for most contractors to grow their business. It is an option. I know a lot of you are doing it or have tried it. And when we talk about third-party lead generators, we're talking about your Home Advisor, your Angie's List, your Porch, Houzz, Thumbtack, all of those sites. A lot of you guys have either tried it in the past or you're currently spending money with one of these companies. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm a big proponent of taking control of your own marketing and setting up your own marketing systems and not relying on these companies. There's a lot of downfalls. We're not going to get into all of that. But at the end of the day, you can still buy leads from them and you can get an ROI on it. But there's a few things that you have to do. Number one, you have to choose wisely. There's lots of different options when you go with these third-party lead providers. And from what I've seen, it really depends on the specific service that you're trying to buy leads for. But in general, they all have a lot of cons. Thumbtack is going to be probably people looking for a cheaper price, lower end job, stuff like that. Home Advisor is definitely the biggest and has the most leads, but a lot of their leads are going to suck. They're going to be tire kickers and they're not going to be serious about doing the job. And Home Advisor is also going to sell it to the most of your competitors. So I would say between all of them, if you're going to start with one, I would recommend starting with Angie's List. That's the one that we've seen with our clients that has the highest success rate. There's still problems, there's still issues, and there's still frustrations associated with that. But if you are going to go with one, that's the one that we've seen people have the most success with. Houzz is really good too, but they require a longer term commitment. Choose wisely based on the specific service and neighborhood or market or type of customer that you want to get. Two, you have to be super specific with the types of leads that you want, the types of jobs that you want. If you're a roofing company, you just go, I want roofing leads. There's repair leads, there's new construction, there's full replacements. So within anytime you're going to do this, you need to be very specific about the types of jobs that you want, like down to the most detail you can give based on that site. Number three, the lead handling process is crucial because when we're talking about third-party lead providers and they're selling the leads to multiple competitors, a lot of times it's whoever can get to them first, whoever can contact them first, because they get bombarded, right? A homeowner goes on there, fills out a form. All of a sudden they got 8 companies calling them, blowing up their phone, and they get frustrated. So you need a really good process. As soon as that lead comes in, be able to contact them, schedule the appointment, get out there and give the estimate before all of those competitors. If you're waiting hours to get back to some of these people, you're really just probably blowing money. So make sure you have a super good lead handling process and a really good lead follow-up process so that after you do get out there and give the estimate, you're constantly following up because a lot of people aren't going to do a good job of that. And number 4, track everything. If you've watched other videos of mine, you'll see track everything appears regularly. That's because you should be tracking everything in your marketing. And what do we want to track for third-party lead providers? We want to track how many leads did we buy, what types of leads were they, make sure we do this for every type of lead and job, how much did we pay, so what's our cost per lead, and then out of those leads, how many did we actually get to go on an appointment or produce an estimate for? So we would call that a qualified lead. So understanding those percentages. And then out of all of those, how many jobs did we get? And at the end, we want to understand we spent X amount of dollars, we got this many jobs, and we made this much profit off of it so we can calculate the ROI. You should be doing that for every single site and every single type of job that you're buying leads for so you can compare that data and understand if it's really working or not. So just to wrap up, choose wisely, specify your job types, have a good lead handling and follow-up process in place, track everything. And remember, This is not the best way to generate leads for your contracting business, but once you've exhausted all the other options, this is a way. And if you're going to do it, make sure you do these things for more success. I'm Chris Crawford with Home Pros Academy. If you enjoyed this video, click the link and you can learn more about what I do. Thank you.